the year 540 BC, things were really taking a change. Only a few more years, they figured, and they had finally discovered optics. Repairs on the surrounding area from the barbarians' attacks were going smoothly. However, more barbarians would attack not long after. We had to defend ourselves in various ways, or else risk being taken down. And the Peru was always well defended, but during this time the capital was the one that was being targeted. Luckily, our soldiers were able to provide a challenge to them, though sadly the fields that were being invaded could not be prevented from being damaged. After successfully defending the region, our warriors returned back to the city to rest. And the port was also being fortified in case any more showed up, as they're being quite prevalent during these years. However, it was showing that our nation was not doing the greatest in comparison to the surrounding ones. And there were even ones that we have not known of that were still doing better than we were. Worry was taking our leader, thinking that he may not be able to build the great nation that his people were relying on, but he kept on going, hoping that he would find a different way to ensure the growth of the people and the nation. Some of those things that he decided to do was embracing the influence of another religion that had been coming through to the region. Once repairs on some of the damaged areas were complete, we decided to get back to improving the region. Though new enemies appeared not too long after, making those plans take a back burner. During these years, there was a need for excessive amount of protection because the barbarians just kept coming. Even in great peril, we tried to order our workers to keep going. We just couldn't risk not being able to keep the combat and keep them contained and keeping repairs up. But sadly, that was a costly decision. As some of our workers managed to get captured. The onslaught of centaurs, shamans, and other barbarians were causing so much destruction. It's hard to keep track of it all. The loss of those workers was immense, but we couldn't afford to keep them going. The rescue mission was mounted. Well, the city of capital was making sure that we defended against the remaining barbarian invaders. The military base during that year was destroyed. Adding more hardship onto the nation. But we managed to get the skeletons, so they caused more trouble. In the year 440 BC, we managed to figure out where our soldiers and workers were being held. Because of this, we managed to take the fight to them in hopes to recover. The remaining units we had took into defending the city, while our workers were put back to doing repairs. They didn't waste any time. getting there and starting to fight the barbarians who had destroyed it and even captured their people. Also, reinforcements were assigned to start making their way. Whether or not they would actually make it there in time was unknown, but they needed reinforcements. Susie of the Dark World kept on raiding the nation of the mutants, but we still kept on going. Making sure to keep out of range of the other enemies, but not managing to succeed too well at it. The spearmen were constantly attacking the main city, so they were surrounded by too many barbarians to be extremely effective. During this time, we had ordered our workers back to the capital just until we had to get the barbarians foot knocked down. We also find the clever doctors allowing us to further improve our combat and marketing capabilities. New changes to how we did things. So the discovery of iron was now becoming warriors were badly beaten. Our territory and leave the remaining stragglers. Thanks to the spearmen. Our scouts on the far reaches, though, had managed to discover new technology, granting them greater weapons that we could never have crafted at the time. As a result, they now started to take the fight to some of the barbarians in the region that they were in. And then started giving some trouble to a barbarian horde that controlled some of the smaller islands that we had just been able to discover. And they made sure to focus on wiping them all out. Mind flyers were especially a danger to find. Those things were capable of many evil acts. In these years, cost was immense on the people. Economies started to drop. A new focus in military might could not be ignored. As the ever-increasing need for defense was the only way that we could survive. However, development in new areas was actually starting to occur greatly among all the cities. Anoka, our capital, was prospering greater than ever been before, and the food was also doing quite well. Though we had to refocus what we were going to work on in order to limit the loss to the nation. The nation was rebuilding after all the attacks. In the end, all they proved to be was minor inconveniences than they did actual threats. Our archers were soon getting stronger, faster, and deadlier. ordered to help out with improving the city, then focused on more food production due to the increase in numbers. Finally managed to wipe out the rest of the mind flayers, but we still had many more enemies left to remove from the isles. Increasing attacks and monsters that my archers found were actually doing great work for our nation, but it's also showing that new and even greater threats were starting to emerge. During this time, other nations are starting to ask that war be made upon each other. We took a moment to decide whether or not we'd get involved, but we had a feeling that we were going to need to make a decision soon. And thus, the ages of war started to come to the land. No longer was it just simply barbarians and monsters. It was now becoming clear that the other nations were starting to take issue with one another.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.